I'm 73 years old, and what I'm about to tell you might upset you. Everything you think you know about getting older is completely wrong. And the worst part? The people who should be telling you this, your parents, your teachers, society, they're either lying to you or they don't know themselves. I spent the first 50 years of my life believing the same lies you probably believe right now. I thought I had it all figured out. The career, the house, the respect. Then at 52, something happened that shattered everything. I had what doctors call a cardiac event. That's a fancy way of saying my heart tried to kill me. I was in a meeting discussing quarterly projections when the room started spinning. The next thing I remember is waking up in a hospital bed with tubes in my arms and my wife crying in the corner. The doctor said I was lucky. Lucky? I had just stared down my own death. But lying in that bed, with nothing to do but think, I realized something terrifying. I had been living my entire life on autopilot. I wasn't really alive. I was just going through the motions, checking boxes, meeting everyone else's expectations. And here's what haunts me. If I had died that day, what would I have left behind? A nice house? A retirement account? Achievements nobody would remember in 5 years? Let me tell you the biggest lie you're probably telling yourself right now. I have time. I'll do that later. When I'm older, I'll finally live the life I want. I hear young people in their 20s, 30s, even 40s saying the same things. When I make more money, then I'll be happy. When I get that promotion, then I'll relax. When the kids are grown, then I'll travel. Let me save you 50 years of regret with one simple truth. That day never comes. The goalposts keep moving. You get the promotion. You need the next one. You make more money. You need more. You're always chasing something just out of reach. Before you know it, you're 70, wondering where your life went. I spent 30 years climbing a ladder, only to realize at the top that it was leaning against the wrong wall. And you can't climb back down and start over. Time doesn't work that way. Here's something nobody tells you when you're young. Success is a terrible goal. I say this as someone who achieved everything I set out to achieve. Made partner, bought the house. Had the respect, none of it mattered. You achieve your goal, and for about 48 hours. You feel amazing, then it fades. You're back to baseline. Now you need a bigger achievement, more validation. It's a hamster wheel. Worked 70-hour weeks his entire life. Built a multi-million-dollar business. Never took a real vacation. Kept saying he'd slow down. Next year, then he had a stroke. At his funeral, his son said, "My father was a successful man, but I barely knew him." Is that the legacy you want? Your regrets won't be about things you did wrong. They'll be about things you didn't do at all. I don't lie awake thinking about failed business deals. Those don't matter. You know what keeps me up? The trip to Japan I never took because I was too busy. The relationship with my brother I let deteriorate. The book I wanted to write but never started. The time I didn't spend with my kids because I was working late. The missed opportunities, the roads not taken. The love you didn't express, the risks you didn't take because you were afraid. These things eat at you. The people you love, your parents, your siblings, your close friends. You think you have unlimited time with them. You don't. My father died when I was 45. We had a complicated relationship, and I was always too busy to work on it. I kept thinking we'd have time to talk when I was less busy. We never got that chance. Heart attack, gone within hours. My biggest regret? All the Sundays I didn't call. All the times I was too tired to drive over for dinner. All the little moments I let slip away. There won't always be more. After my heart attack, I made big changes, stepped back from work, started saying no to things that didn't matter, started saying yes to things I'd put off for decades. These last 21 years, I've learned more about life than I did in the previous 52. What matters is embarrassingly simple. Time with people you love. Work that feels meaningful to you. Experiencing things, not owning things. Creating memories. Being present. I know it sounds simple. When I was your age, I would have rolled my eyes. Sure, but I have bills to pay. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying don't sacrifice what matters for what doesn't. Here's a question I want you to answer honestly. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? Not, would people be impressed by your eulogy? Just, would you be satisfied? If the answer is no, what are you waiting for? What are you doing that's so important you're willing to gamble your one precious life on it? I'm 73. Every morning I wake up, aware I'm on borrowed time. We all are. But most young people don't realize this. They think they're invincible. They think they have forever. You don't. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, here's what I'd say. Stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Stop sacrificing your health for your career. Stop putting off joy until someday. Stop waiting for permission to live the life you want. Start calling your parents more often. Start taking the trips you dream about. Start doing the things that scare you. Start saying no to obligations that drain you. Start saying yes to experiences that fulfill you. And most importantly, start now. Not next year, not after this project, not when you have more money. Now. The perfect time will never come. Life will always be messy and full of reasons to wait. But if you wait, you'll wake up one day and realize you waited your entire life away. I'm 73, maybe 10 or 15 more years if I'm lucky. Probably less, and I'm okay with that, because these last 21 years have been the richest of my life. Not because I made more money, because I finally started living intentionally. I've traveled to places I always wanted to see, deepened relationships with my children and grandchildren, pursued hobbies I'd put off, forgiven people I held grudges against, said I love you more times than I can count. I'm happier now at 73 with less time ahead than I was at 30 when I thought I had all the time in the world. That's the irony. When you understand time is limited, you start to actually live. You have a choice right now. Keep living the way you're living, chasing success, putting off happiness, telling yourself you'll make time later, or wake up. Realize time is running out faster than you think, and the life you're waiting to live needs to start now. I can't make this choice for you, but I can tell you, you don't want to be 73, looking back, wishing you'd made different choices. Don't waste 52 years figuring this out. Learn from my mistakes, live intentionally, prioritize what matters, stop waiting for someday. Someday is today, it always has been. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do with your time?